Mindset. Introduction. Most people believe one thing. Some people are naturally smart, some are talented, and some are just not made for success. But what if I tell you this belief is completely wrong? What if your success, failure, intelligence, and growth are not decided by talent, but by how you think? This book, Mindset by Carol Dweck, explains one powerful idea. There are two types of mindsets, fixed mindset and growth mindset. And the mindset you choose decides how far you go in life. People with the same education, same opportunities, same background end up with completely different results. Why? Because of mindset. In this audiobook, you will learn why smart people fail, why talent alone is not enough, why failure is actually a tool for success, and how you can reprogram your thinking to grow faster in life. This audiobook is not about motivation. It is about understanding how your mind works. So if you want to improve yourself, stop fearing failure, grow in studies, career, or life, then listen carefully. Let's begin with Chapter 1. Chapter 1. The Mindsets. People often believe that intelligence and talent are fixed. They think you're either smart or not, talented or not. But this belief is wrong. What truly decides success or failure is not talent, but mindset. There are two types of mindsets, a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe that intelligence, skills, and abilities are fixed. They think effort means weakness. If they fail, they believe it proves they are not good enough. Because of this fear, they avoid challenges, avoid mistakes, and avoid criticism. Their main goal is to look smart, not to learn. Failure feels like a personal defeat, so they often quit early or stop trying. On the other hand, people with a growth mindset believe that intelligence and abilities can be developed through effort, learning, and consistency. They understand that mistakes are part of the process. Failure does not define them, it teaches them. Instead of avoiding challenges, they accept them. Instead of fearing criticism, they learn from it. The key difference is how they see effort. A fixed mindset sees effort as proof of low ability. A growth mindset sees effort as the path to mastery. When something feels difficult, a fixed mindset says, "I can't do this." A growth mindset says, "I can't do this yet." This small word, yet, changes everything. In studies, sports, business, and life, people with a growth mindset improve faster and go further. Talent may give a head start, but mindset decides how far you can go. Many talented people fail because they cannot handle failure, while many ordinary people succeed because they keep learning and improving. The most powerful lesson of this chapter is simple. Your abilities are not fixed. With the right mindset, you can grow, improve, and achieve more than you ever imagined. Chapter 2. Inside the Mindsets. In this chapter, Carol Dweck clearly explains the two types of mindsets that shape our success, failure, confidence, and growth: the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. Fixed mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe that intelligence, talent, and abilities are fixed. You are either good at something or not. Failure means you are not smart enough. Effort is useless if you are truly talented. Because of this belief, they avoid challenges, fear failure, give up easily, feel threatened by others' success. For them, success is about proving they're smart, not about learning. Growth mindset. People with a growth mindset believe that Intelligence and abilities can be developed. Skills grow through effort, learning, and practice. Failure is not permanent, it is a lesson. Effort is the path to mastery. Because of this belief, they embrace challenges, learn from criticism, persist through difficulties, feel inspired by others' success. For them, success is about growing, not proving. How mindsets affect life. Dweck explains that mindset affects education, how students learn and improve, sports, how athletes handle pressure and loss, business, how leaders and teams perform, relationships, how people handle conflicts and rejection. A fixed mindset limits potential, while a growth mindset unlocks progress. The key message: your mindset is not something you are born with, it is something you can change. The moment you understand how your mindset works, you gain the power to learn faster, improve skills, handle failure better, build long-term success. Chapter 3: The Truth About Ability and Accomplishment. In this chapter, Carol Dweck breaks one of the biggest myths we believe about success, that talent alone creates achievement. She explains that ability is not fixed, and true accomplishment comes from effort, learning, and persistence, not natural talent. The myth of natural talent. Many people think great achievers are born gifted. Success comes easily to talented people. Struggle means lack of ability. Dweck proves this thinking is wrong. She shows that even highly successful people faced failures, struggled repeatedly, and improved through continuous effort. Talent gives a starting point, not a final result. Effort is not a weakness. In a fixed mindset, effort means you are not smart. Struggle feels embarrassing. In a growth mindset, effort is necessary. Struggle is part of growth. Dweck explains that effort activates learning. The brain grows stronger when it is challenged, just like muscles. How the brain actually grows. Scientific studies show that the brain forms new connections when we practice. Intelligence can increase with learning. Mistakes help the brain improve. This means you are not stuck with the intelligence you were born with. Success is a process. Dweck highlights that successful people focus on learning, not labels, improve step by step, stay consistent even when results are slow. They don't ask, "Am I smart enough?" They ask, "What can I learn from this?" Key lesson of the chapter. True achievement is not about being the best from the start. It is about becoming better over time. When you believe that ability can grow, fear reduces, confidence increases, results improve. Chapter 4: Sports, the Mindset of a Champion. In this chapter, Carol Dweck explains how mindset directly affects performance, especially in sports and high-pressure situations. She shows that what separates champions from others is not talent, but how they think under pressure. Fixed mindset in sports. Athletes with a fixed mindset believe talent is everything. Winning proves ability. Losing means failure. Because of this, they fear challenges, they avoid risks, they panic under pressure. When performance drops, their confidence collapses. Growth mindset champions. Growth mindset athletes believe skills are built through training. Mistakes are feedback. Pressure is an opportunity to grow. They focus on improvement, not image, learning, not proving, process, not just results. That's why they stay strong even after defeat. Effort beats talent. Dweck gives real examples of top athletes who were not the most talented but became the best because they practiced harder, learned from failure, stayed disciplined. Talent may open the door, but effort keeps you inside. Handling failure like a champion. Fixed mindset response to failure. Blame, excuses, giving up. Growth mindset response. Analyze mistakes, improve weak areas, come back stronger. Champions don't ask, "Why did this happen to me?" They ask, "What can I do better next time?" Pressure reveals mindset. Under pressure, fixed mindset equals fear of judgment. Growth mindset equals focus on execution. That's why some people fail in big moments while others rise. Key lesson of the chapter. Winning mindset is not about being fearless. It's about learning faster than fear can stop you. Growth mindset turns pressure to power, failure to feedback, effort to excellence. Chapter 5. Business, Mindset and Leadership. In this chapter, Carol Dweck explains how mindset shapes success and failure in business and leadership. She shows that companies don't fail because of lack of intelligence, but because of rigid thinking. Fixed mindset leaders. Leaders with a fixed mindset believe leaders are born, not made. They must always look smart. Mistakes damage authority. Because of this, they avoid feedback. They fear strong employees. They hide problems instead of fixing them. This creates a culture of fear, ego, and stagnation. Growth mindset leaders believe leadership skills can be developed. Learning never stops. Feedback is a gift. They encourage innovation, hire people smarter than themselves, create safe environments for learning. Such leaders build strong, adaptive, and successful organizations. Company culture matters. Dweck explains that fixed mindset companies reward image. Growth mindset companies reward improvement. In growth mindset workplaces, employees take risks. Mistakes are discussed openly. Learning is continuous. This leads to long-term success, not short-term wins. Failure is data, not disaster. Fixed mindset, blame employees, punish mistakes, hide losses. Growth mindset, analyze failures, improve systems, grow stronger. Successful companies treat failure as information, not humiliation. Effort creates excellence. In business, talent may attract attention. Effort and learning create results. Companies that invest in training, mentorship, and skill building always outperform those obsessed with natural talent. Key lesson of the chapter. Great businesses are built by learning leaders, not ego-driven bosses. Mindset determines whether a company evolves or dies. A leader inspires or controls. Chapter 6. Relationships. Mindsets in Love and Life. In this chapter, Carol Dweck explains how mindset deeply affects relationships, romantic, family, friendships, and even work relationships. She shows that many relationships fail not because of lack of love, but because of the wrong mindset. Fixed mindset in relationships. People with a fixed mindset believe, if it's meant to be, it should be easy. True love doesn't need effort. Problems mean something is wrong. Because of this, they avoid difficult conversations. They give up quickly. They blame their partner. They see conflict as a sign of failure, not growth. Growth mindset in relationships. Growth mindset people believe relationships require effort. Problems can be solved. People can change and grow. They communicate openly, work through challenges, learn from misunderstandings. For them, conflict is a tool for deeper connection. Effort is not a bad sign. Dweck strongly explains needing effort does not mean lack of love. Struggles do not mean incompatibility. In fact, effort means commitment, care, growth. Strong relationships are built, not magically found. Dealing with mistakes. Fixed mindset response, you never change. Holding grudges, attacking character. Growth mindset response, discuss behavior, not personality. Focus on solutions. Learn together. This mindset keeps relationships healthy and respectful. Seeing your partner as a work in progress. Growth mindset allows you to accept imperfections, encourage improvement, grow together instead of apart. Instead of asking, "Why are you like this?" you ask, "How can we grow from this?" Key lesson of the chapter. Love doesn't fail because people change. Love fails when people stop growing. Mindset decides whether relationships break under pressure or become stronger through it. Chapter 7. Parents, Teachers, and Coaches, where mindsets are formed. In this chapter, Carol Dweck explains how mindsets are created early in life and how parents, teachers, and coaches play the most powerful role in shaping a child's future. How children learn their mindset. Children don't just learn from words, they learn from praise, criticism, reactions to success and failure. What adults say and do slowly teaches children how to see themselves. The danger of smart praise. When children are praised like this, X, you are so smart. X, you're naturally talented. They start believing, X, intelligence is fixed. X, mistakes mean they're not smart. This creates a fixed mindset and fear of challenges. The power of process praise. A growth mindset praise sounds like, X, you worked really hard. X, your strategy was smart. X, you didn't give up. This teaches children, X, effort leads to improvement. X, challenges help growth. X, failure is part of learning. How criticism shapes mindset. Harsh criticism, X, attacks personality. X, creates shame. X, kills confidence. Growth-oriented feedback, X, focuses on behavior. X, gives guidance. X, encourages learning. Children grow when correction is supportive, not humiliating. Teachers and classrooms. Fixed mindset classrooms, X, reward only correct answers. X, punish mistakes. X, compare students. Growth mindset classrooms, X, value learning. X, encourage questions. X, celebrate effort. Students perform better when learning is about progress, not perfection. Coaches and athletes. Great coaches, X, teach skills, not just winning. X, praise discipline and effort. X, help athletes learn from losses. Bad coaches, X, label players. X, favor talent. X, destroy confidence. The best athletes are built by growth-focused coaching. Key lesson of the chapter. Children don't fail because of lack of ability. They fail because they learn to fear failure. Adults must teach, X, mistakes are okay. X, effort matters. X, growth is always possible. Chapter 8. Changing Mindsets, a New Psychology of Success. In this chapter, Carol Dweck explains the most important message of the book. Mindsets can be changed. No one is permanently stuck with a fixed mindset. With awareness and practice, anyone can learn to think differently and grow. Understanding your inner voice. Everyone has an inner voice that reacts to success and failure. A fixed mindset voice says, "I am not good at this. I failed, so I am a failure." A growth mindset voice says, "I can improve. What can I learn from this?" Real change begins when you notice which voice you're listening to and choose to respond differently. Failure is the turning point. Failure is where mindset becomes visible. People with a fixed mindset avoid responsibility, make excuses, quit early. People with a growth mindset accept mistakes, look for lessons, try again. The goal is not to avoid failure. The goal is to respond to failure in a better way. The power of yet. One small word can completely change thinking. I cannot do this becomes I cannot do this yet. I am not good at math becomes I am not good at math yet. This single word keeps the mind open and focused on growth instead of limits. Building growth mindset habits. Changing mindset requires daily practice. Embrace challenges instead of avoiding them. Replace self-criticism with curiosity. Value effort more than instant success. A growth mindset is not something you switch on once. It is a daily decision. Mindset is not positive thinking. Growth mindset does not mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is easy. It means facing reality honestly, taking responsibility, believing improvement is possible through effort. It is about learning, not pretending. Key lesson of the chapter. You do not need more talent. You need a better relationship with learning and failure. The moment you stop trying to prove yourself and start trying to improve yourself, everything begins to change. Powerline for thumbnail or hook. You are not stuck. You are just not there yet. Chapter 9. Mindset and Life. Changing the way you live. This final chapter explains how mindset affects every part of life, not just success at work or school. Carol Dweck shows that mindset shapes relationships, happiness, confidence, and personal growth. Mindset shapes your entire life. A fixed mindset does not stay limited to one area. It affects how you see yourself, how you handle problems, how you treat others, how you deal with success and failure. A growth mindset helps you grow in all areas, not just one. Mindset in relationships. People with a fixed mindset believe relationships should be easy. If there is conflict, something is wrong. If effort is needed, love is fading. Because of this, they avoid difficult conversations and give up easily. People with a growth mindset believe strong relationships require effort. Problems can be solved. People can grow together. They communicate better and build deeper connections. Mindset and self-growth. Fixed mindset thinking sounds like, "This is just the way I am. I cannot change. I am not good at this." Growth mindset thinking sounds like, "I can improve with effort. I can learn new skills. I am still growing." Growth mindset turns life into a learning journey instead of a test. Setbacks are not the end. Life will always bring challenges. Failure, rejection, and disappointment are unavoidable. Fixed mindset sees setbacks as proof of weakness. Growth mindset sees setbacks as feedback. The difference is not what happens to you, but how you respond to it. Choosing growth every day. Carol Dweck explains that growth mindset is not about being perfect. Everyone falls back into fixed thinking sometimes. What matters is awareness, honest self-reflection, choosing to learn again. Growth mindset is a lifelong practice. Final message of the book. Your abilities are not fixed. Your intelligence can grow. Your personality can develop. Your future is not decided yet. When you believe growth is possible, you begin to live differently. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this will help you develop good habits. For more such audio, follow Becoming Mindful.